Hey crafty cuties, how's everybody doing? Today we are working in my December daily journal, and right now I think it's like December 14th or something like that, and I have up to the 13th done, but we're gonna backpedal. I saved this layout because I wanted to film it, but I just haven't had a chance. We're going to day 6. I specifically wanted to add some photos from our advent calendars. They're really tiny, so it might be a little bit hard to see. They're all printed out here. I have 8 pictures, but just 6 will be used on this layout. And I'm thinking of making a little like advent calendar, basically with little doors that open to have those photos, and then maybe we'll put numbers on the little doors. I haven't figured it out. I do want it to be really simple. And I picked out these papers. I have been wanting to use these. The background papers probably won't show too much, so those are cute, but that's just what we're working with. That's what we got going on. So I'm going to start by cutting these down. And I do want to think about, I would like to have a place where I can put maybe a journal card or a tag for some journaling. So other than the doors, maybe I will have to figure out like a little pocket or something like that. So I kind of want to keep that in mind as I am putting this together, but let's start by just cutting this down to the size that we need. And then if we are doing 6 doors, probably each side will have 3. So we should have plenty of space to work with. I just need to trim these just a tiny bit here. Just kind of eyeballing it. Yeah, I have a few layouts that I really need to get finished up today so that I'm not too far behind, but I'm actually feeling like I'm pretty caught up. So that's good. Okay. I did not think about how I was going to cut these doors out, but we will figure that out together. So these prints are not exactly the same, but I think that they work really well together. So we're not going to glue these down yet because we need to figure out the door sizes. And let's see. So of course they need to be at least the size of these pictures. That's going to be easy. I had some little squares that I was cutting out for a different project that might just be good to use as a template size. Yeah, okay, so something like that. Maybe we can do different size doors because that might be fun. Yeah, maybe something like this. Okay, these would just be good templates because they are already squares. Okay, so I can cut these from the back as well. I'm just placing these on here to get an idea of where I want to place all of the doors. Maybe something like that. Yeah, okay, so what I'm going to do is actually draw these out on the back. This is a pretty dark little spot, but that's okay. Or it's a dark paper is what I'm trying to say. And I'm going to do these doors the simplest way I can, which will be to cut just 3 sides out. If I had an X-Acto knife, that would probably be the easiest way, but I'm trying to think which way I want these to open. So I'm obviously drawing these on the back of the paper, so I need to think opposite here. I'm just going to go like that. That will be fine. Oh, yep, that will be fine, just to draw the 3 sides, and then we'll just crease it and fold it on one. So I know you can't exactly see right now what I'm doing, but maybe we can have one of the doors flipping up. So for that, I'm just gonna draw, and I'm trying to get these as straight as possible, but you guys would know that I am not a perfectionist. I don't mind if it's going to be perfect at all. It's still going to work just fine if it's not perfectly straight, because these squares that I'm using as a template are probably not straight. But if you are someone who's perfectionist, then I would recommend using like a ruler and, you know, get precise placement. Okay, and then for this last one, let's see, I will have that open on the opposite side from the first one. So let's, before we start onto the second page, let's just go ahead and cut these out to make sure that this idea works. So yeah, you can't exactly see on camera, but I just traced the doors, and I'm doing this, like I said, if I do have an X-Acto knife, I just wouldn't have no clue where it's at right now. It's probably right in this drawer underneath me, but okay. cut around as close to the line as I can. So let's just get an idea how that's going to work. Because like I said, I want to make sure before we go too far. And then the pictures will just go kind of under it or something like that. Yep, that should be fine. And yeah, right where I started the cut, it's a little jagged, but that's fine. So that is the extent of what we will be doing here. And so I'm just gonna, yeah, X-Acto knife would be probably the way to go. Just at least because starting it out makes it a little tricky, but that's okay. This door, so yeah, like this door is going to be a little bit bigger than the picture, so I will, well, we have the background paper, so actually that, I think that will be perfect, that we don't have like a white background. And so like I said, then we will just need to do this same thing to the second side. And maybe I want to do something else to decorate and make, well, okay, I know, like I said, I want to put numbers. I was just trying to think, what do we want to do to make it obvious that these are doors? But now that I think about it, if we just have numbers on each little door, then it might be kind of cute because it's not going to, maybe it'll be cool that it's not super obvious, but it's not the easiest thing when these are just down to just open them up. So maybe we need some kind of like a little tab or something, which is going to make it more obvious that it's a door, but I'm kind of fine with whatever works the best way. Okay, so I'm just going to finish cutting this one out. It's, since I have to look so close for my pencil marks, it's a little hard to do this right on camera because I need to be holding it up to my face. So I'm going to finish cutting this third one out. And then I'm just going to copy this same idea over to the second paper. I might have the placement be a little bit different, but I will do that off camera so that we can get back here and finish up the fun part, which will be decorating these little doors and putting them all together. Both doors have the little windows or doors cut out now, and so we need to, maybe if we want to add any decorations, I think I want to keep it pretty simple so it looks really like an advent calendar. I want to put numbers on them, and I did cut some numbers out of a cereal box that had like an advent kind of countdown, and I have a few different like label numbers and some stamps, so I kind of want to make each one a little bit different. Then I also got some acetate because I thought, would it be cool to have acetate, which you're not really going to be able to see too much what it looks like on camera, behind each one, and then put the photo so that it looks kind of like a photo frame. I don't know that that will make so much difference, but it might. Actually, in the book it looks kind of cool because it's just a different texture. So let's go ahead and start by putting the numbers down. So I'm going to just start with these numbers I have. And I kind of want the numbers to be all over, so let me, we have a 2 in this font. Let's see, I think I'm going to take one of my little labels here, and I'm going to stamp, do I want to stamp, well here, we have a 3, so let's see what we don't have. 1, 2, 3, we have a 4 that's kind of written out. 4, I don't have a 5. We have a 6 over here. Let's just stamp out the 5 and see if we like that combination. Just using my little Tim Holtz number stamp here. And I'm using the back side of this label because, well, that might work. Nah, I don't think so. I think I'm just going to use the back side. 5. That's alright, but it's not perfect. Let's see if we like that. I am totally fine with that placement, so I do want to, this one's super white, and so I'm going to ink up the edges just to give it a little color, so it's like a little bit of a green color. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to do too much for decoration. I could, but if I had some tiny little embellishments or something, actually, okay, I lied. I might have some really small embellishments. So here, I'll put this here. I have been wanting to use up some of the little embellishments I have. So, okay, maybe I'll grab a few little teeny ones that I have to place maybe behind some of the numbers. I have some stickers. They need to be pretty small for this. Let's see here. Okay. That's probably good. Oh, I have some teeny tiny ones down here, so I'm gonna grab those out. And then we can just start kind of layering. So I'll just place all those there. Set this back aside. And let's start with one. I think I might want to cut this one a little bit more to be like the actual shape of the one. I don't know. Let's see. This is a pretty thick chipboard. And then it is almost Christmas or winter break. So that's exciting. I'm really excited for my kids to be home. I love when they are home. Okay, one. We have a little star. Let's just go ahead and glue that star down. And maybe a little, I don't know what this is. It's just like a little Tim Holtz kind of ephemera. And then we'll do the one. Oh, we also need to have some kind of tab to open up the door. And so I was thinking we can do super simple washi, or I could do punch out like a half circle. That's going to be a little bit more obvious that it's a door, but we'll come back to that. Let's just glue all of these things down. This one says special delivery. So maybe I'll put that down here. Oh, I guess I need to keep in mind if I was going to stamp, or if I was going to cut out a half circle for like a little tab, I need to keep enough. So maybe I should figure that out real quick here. I'll glue this one on real quick and then we can figure that out. There's the 5, the 4. I'm wondering, I have this little cute embellishment, but I think it's too big for that spot. We'll just put this right here. This works good because this is like some little ice coupons or something like that, and there's 4 of them. That works out well. Then we'll glue down the 4 just right on top. Oh, maybe to the side so you can see that there's 4. Okay, let's see. I think I'm gonna try the half circle. And so if you can, let me make sure that's focusing. Sorry, I don't have my other light out today. Just need a little, yeah, I think that works good. But you know what, maybe I could also take some washi tape and make a little tab. And so basically I'm just gonna put it on the edge of the door, and then I'm just gonna fold it over, but I'm gonna leave like a little tab hanging out. So, and again, if you could focus, that would be great. There we go. All right, now for the 4, we'll also do a little washi tab. And then I gotta figure out how I want to add the pictures. Okay, so we have that one done. Let's head over to this side. I'm going to use this little Tim Holtz ephemera piece. Fits just right, so maybe I'll put it up just a bit so I don't have to really cover it up. And it kind of blends in, but I was just wanting this to be pretty subtle. 3. So this little label that I just put on, I just have it actually hanging over the door a tiny bit, so that will be a tab in itself. And we'll put the 3 down. And then the 6 is kind of taking up the whole thing here, so I'll layer on this little piece right there. And then we'll just place that right down. Okay, so tabs for this one, I think. I don't need one for number 3. We'll do one for number 2. Although, let's see here. Maybe I'll do it at the top. I think that will be fun. Just somewhere to kind of grab on. And then I'll do a little washi tab for number 6. And I think that will be great. Okay, now, I keep moving the tripod, don't I? I have like a really big cozy sweater, and it has a mind of its own, obviously. Okay, so now what we can do is almost glue them down. I'm deciding, do I want to add the acetate? Good question. I mean, it really doesn't make that much difference. If anything, it's just gonna make a glare. So I think I'm just gonna glue these down and then add the pictures. So I'm going to glue all the way around the edges, and then anywhere that's kind of like not a door. Trying not to get too close like in between, because I don't want it to seep into any of the spots. Okay, so, and I do have a little space up here that I'm going to decorate or put, I'm not sure, like a title maybe. I should have double checked that I had all of the numbers, but I think I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And obviously this is my layout for day 6, so I just wanted there to be basically 6 of something, if I did not already mention that. Okay. This is the simplest little interactive layout that I've done in a while, so this is pretty fun. Okay, just make sure everything is down good. And I think the doors, they're gonna stay pretty shut, like when the book is gonna be continuously shut. So now we just need to add the pictures inside, which will be easy. I wanted to have, you know, a spot for journaling, which I still haven't quite figured out, but I was thinking of putting this little label up here, and I wanted to write, well, it says number, so maybe I'll write the date right here. Actually, I'll just do that. December 6th. Since that's what this layout is for. And then I think I'm just gonna hand write Advent calendar or Advent. I think I'll just write. Hopefully I won't mess up. But if I do, we have another. Advent. Now I better not mess up, because I did mess up on spelling presents the other day. D-A-R, right? Oh gosh. For some reason my brain doesn't always spell, like I feel like I gotta double check that. I was almost thinking of having like a little tip-in in the middle. So just like something like this where I can put a tag for journaling. But I don't have that much to journal, and I feel like this just kind of closes up the whole, it just kind of blocks the overall picture. So I have a big enough spot over here for one of these little mini green envelopes. So I'm thinking if I just put this down, I'll glue it down like that, and then I can flip it up and put a little tag in here. Actually, I'll grab the tag. Oh gosh, I keep bumping you guys, so sorry. Okay. I have one right here, yeah, because I don't need much space. Okay, So we'll just put one of these manila tags in there for now. And then, and actually I don't like the elastic that comes on here, so we'll just have it in there. Then I'm just gonna glue the flap right now. And we'll just glue that down. That fits perfectly, and then it's obvious that you flip it, and I feel like that kind of goes with the whole theme here. And then I'm gonna put my little label here, and I have grabbed this Santa. I thought he might fit. Yep, we'll just put him on. Okay, he'll just have to hang over a tiny bit, but that's okay. And then I'll put my little label. It's not perfect, but that's all right. Gets the point across. I just kind of wanted like a little title, I guess you could say. So, as always, I'll do my journaling off camera, and now we just need to glue these pictures down. And these pictures don't have to do with like the days or anything like that. They are pretty random, so I'm just going to start by gluing. I have one picture of Arlo and Alistair with their advent calendars. It's so hard to see. And see, I do have space to put something. I could do it on this side of the door or over here. And I do have maybe a little bit of journaling that I will end up adding to some of the squares. And what I'll do is I'll just, since this is like, this one's pretty dark, I can just add some lighter paper and journal on that. So I know that it's very hard to tell what each of these are since the pictures are small. I can tell in real life, but like this is a picture of Arlo's advent calendar. It's a little Barbie one. And so let's see. And I can also see, I might put one on this side. And then, for instance, I have another picture of Arlo with one of the things that she got, tiny little snowman for her Barbie. And then I'll just put that one over here, because like I said, I also have a few extra. And I can journal around here. It will be a little hard since it's already in here, but I can figure that out. I feel like these pictures kind of speak for themselves, so I don't need to do too much for that. Here's a picture of Alistair's, and he got a Lego one, so we're gonna put that right here. Okay, and then I've got a few more. That's a close-up of Arlo's that she already got, so I don't think, but this year I got myself an advent calendar, and it's a makeup one. It's Makeup Revolution is the brand. And it's been so fun. There's some really good stuff in there. So anyways, I took a little picture of some of the things I got from mine. And then we have this one open. See, I have a second picture of Alistair and Arlo, but I think I'm gonna save this and print out another picture, because now by the time that I have this up, I have a lot more pictures of their advent calendars. So I kind of like how these flip open. I wasn't sure if they were going to flip open or stay super shut, but I think that's cute and fun. And then, like I said, once it's shut, also they're gonna kind of get smashed down. So there we go, guys. That's it for today's interactive layout. I'm even gonna put these tiny little extras, whoops, I got extra glue, in the pocket here, which is another spot I could put some pictures. And I hope that you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.